has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. Strad to throw on first down. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down throw by Stroud. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here we go.
Here's Chubb on second down. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Brock. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play made by E.J. Speed.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 23. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Johnson gets it on first and 10. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Williams to throw. Set up the screen here to Swift. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On 4th down, it's Williams. Complete right side. Burden has it. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Now their opening drive's certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Out of the pistol, Williams. And that's got it, left side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears in need of some points before the break. Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Williams from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
What is it on? Here we go.
The shotgun, a give to Swift. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
What is that?
Back to Swift. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
What is it on?
3rd and goal, it's Williams. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears earn the chance to tie before halftime. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Damian Pierce now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Stroud throwing here on first. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets through it for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
118. What's up?
Stroud completes it quick. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
What is on?
Here's Swift to start the drive. And it looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds the in route, complete. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38. Offense up to the line fast.
Here we go. Tip.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He's brought in by Burby. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Has the connection to Odunze. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Odunze touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Williams and the Bears getting set to try for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr.
Bears 13, Texans 7. Carlos Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Pierce now on the return. he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. So that brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Working quickly here.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Stroud now on 3rd. That is Compt, and it's Higgins again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. I'm going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. 118. What's up? Buggy.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Whiskey. Jordan.
The drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Axel. What is it?
Running with Swift out of the gun. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. First down, ball at the 36.
Ready, set.
Going run again with Swift. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 14. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in right side by Moore. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for another Chicago Bears.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago.
1st and goal.
Bears up by 6. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Swift gets it on the option, and he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready, set.
Here's another for him. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Ready, set.
Swift. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Santos' kick is good, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10.
All right.
Back to throw. Stroud. Trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. On play action, here's Stroud. He rolls to his right, and he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Connects on the crosser. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Got to hurry this to the line.
A gain of 11. First down.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love.